Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. Today is an unusually warm day and it's going to be about 75 or so, and then tonight the rains come in and it's going to get a lot colder again, and I think it's going to stay colder. I thought it was going to stay colder after that last rain. Today is a day where I can do extra. I know if I did more than what I was supposed to, then that can lead to problems down the line. You have to not only be careful about fatigue and burnout, but fatigue and being Afib. Okay, we'll talk about that in a bit. When to do extra, when not to do extra. Now this applies to people that have training plans, whether it is explicit or something loosely defined in your head. I think this is going to be very important for those that have those plans loosely defined in their head. The main answer as to whether to do or not to do something extra is dependent on, is doing something extra going to cause any problems for you, whether it's near, mid, or long term. Let's take my case for example. For those of you not that familiar with the channel, I am 65 years old. Last week on Wednesday, I had a big workout. I actually went up to this climb that I'm going to be doing today, but I went up with some others. So I spent almost an hour on this 8-mile climb trying to stay away from, and then when I got caught and passed, trying to chase somebody. When I got to the top, I was cooked. I was actually cooked before I got to the top. So I took the next 2 days off. On Saturday, I had a group ride with some of my team. If that group ride was going to be easy, then I was going to do a Zwift race on Sunday. But since it wasn't easy, there was no Zwift race on Sunday for me. What I did do was 2.5 hours of polarized endurance. So Monday, yesterday, I took off, and now I'm doing today's ride. I feel great today. But in spite of that, I'm just not going to go do extra just because I'm feeling great. My plan for today is to do tempo up that big climb and to use a slightly bigger than normal gear. And the tempo for me is going to be somewhere between 230 and 250 watts. The temptation for me is to be near the 250 watts. But what I'm going to do, at least I say that now, we'll see how I end up. It's going to be, I want to do closer to the 230 watts. I can still accomplish what I need to accomplish with the 230 watt average. If I continually do medium intensity and not do anything else, well, that's going to bite me in the butt later on. Since I have the added variable of Afib to deal with, I don't need to do anything that will induce me into another Afib attack. The sun may not be shining behind some thin clouds, but man, it is nice weather. Okay, I'm pretty confident I'm going to aim for 230, and I'm going to stay away from that 250 for an average for this entire 8-mile climb. Let's see how that goes. Alright, you guys put a stop to my 1-hour effort. almost. Going to the top.
How far up you going?
Just to the top of the 4-lane, okay. And then back home. Okay, that was good. Okay, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and I did it with the correct wattage. So I did about 236 watts. I had to extrapolate a little bit because I stopped because of the logging that's going on. So my intent was to go with slightly bigger than normal gear, but I went slightly bigger than that. I went arguably. Okay? Oh yeah, I am. I'm just warming up or down. Going down. Thank you. Just warming up for going downhill. Jeez, okay. I did real close to SFRs, but you know, not close enough where I couldn't do it. right, I'll see you guys at the bottom. A few more thoughts before I sign off. That 236 watt average is pretty much in line with the 234, I think it was, 1 hour flat that I did a couple weeks ago in a workout. I can remember when I was much younger that my tempo was closer to somewhere between 280 and 300 that I would do it. But that's when I was younger. Also interesting to note is that my heart rates was usually between 77 and under 80% of my max. I think only once I hit 80%, and that was right at the end, maybe due to cardiac drift. Maybe I was pushing a little more. While I told you I felt real good at the top, and I did, on the way back it's mainly the descents, flats and descents, rollers, that type of thing. And the closer I got back to the car, the more my legs would feel it. So now my legs are feeling it. Good workout. All right, I hope you got something out of this video. Let me know if you have any questions. And you know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe. And this ride is going to be in the Strava link for this ride. There we go. It's going to be in the description below. The Cycling Greek.